Okay guys, welcome back. Well, now we've got a really exciting game ahead here. This should be a classic actually. We've got England Mavericks against France in the women's open category. I'm joined again by Jane. Lovely to see you again.
Thank you, lovely to see you again too. Yeah, this should be a really exciting game, especially between two teams that I think have been coming closer together. The development of women's touch in France has been significant over the past few years, so I anticipate this will be quite a closely fought match.
Yeah, you've been looking forward to this one, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's just so exciting to see some brilliant women's touch being played here, and what we can see from the first opening seconds of this match, it won't be a disappointment.
So how do you? Obviously, you're involved in the ladies' game, and you've got a vested interest in it, and you play yourself, etc. So how do you see this one going? And there's obviously a lot of young girls out there showcasing. Where do you see this game going?
I think this game's going to be determined with one of the factors by how much they can get the ball up to the attacking line clearly, but then also away from the mids into the link position using the wings, which I think we're starting to see more and more of in the women's game. So both sides clearly trying to find their feet in the first few minutes of this match, but I anticipate we're going to see some very, very clean touch being played here, some great driving. As I say that, there's a turnover there, so the ball goes back to France.
Yeah, exactly, and it's nice to see actually. We were just saying the England Mavericks ladies, they've got numbers on front and back, which is a little bit of a help to us in the comms.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, it's a great idea. Whoever had that idea to put it on the kit. Thank you.
Yeah, well done you. So France looking to set up here. Number 10 from France. 2 looking to go, giving the ball away to the winger. Well defended, England winger there. Final touch. Yeah, nowhere to go.
Yeah, not much space there on the line. Great England defence. Let's see what they can do in the attack.
There's that boggy area in there. That's the area the players need to really look after that ball there. We've seen a lot of people slip in and a lot of balls down there.
Exactly, that's where clean play comes in. Obviously it gets much harder when the pitch is a little bit boggy, as we've seen, but England making some great ground here on their drive.
Oh, that's great pace. Great pace by Annelise Thurley.
Yeah, valiant diving defence there by number 16 from France, Pauline Guillonva.
Yeah, I think she just paced, just beat her opposite player on the outside. So we have first score, England Mavericks 1, France 0. So France looking to come back straight away.
Yeah, starting with the buddy to drive up the pitch.
Yeah. Ball away. Loaded this side. I think France need to. Yeah, it's just going across there, the link. Lovely setup play. Change direction. There's the gap. Can she find another player? Oh, that's great tracking by the England 4.
Yeah.
England, well done. Mimi Taylor-Dean, really good tracking.
Great scoop through by Carlame on number 9 from France. Let's see if we can see more of those scooping through for the rest of the match.
So we've seen that a lot with is a scooper. We call somebody who runs from half and tries to break the defence there. And it's we call it mirroring when the defence tries to just take a player, their own player, and mark that player and just forget about the ball. But then the player who was marking the scooper in the first place needs to track and really work hard and hunt that player down, and that's exactly what we saw there.
Absolutely, as we know, the player that scoots through the ball, the half cannot score, so it's really important that they can scoop through cleanly and get the ball away.
So we have another 6 here on the line for England Mavericks. They'll be looking to score again here.
French defence looking quite tight in the middle, trying to keep those England middle players out.
Sophia Jeffs looking for the score. Diving between 2 players. No, it hasn't been given.
Nope, touch number 2.
Looking at a similar play here. Ball back to, yeah. Again, well defended by France. France 9 there coming off her line. Carla Mayon.
England attack spread out quite nicely as well, so creating those spaces on the wings if they can get the ball out there.
Whoop. Yeah, looking at a change of direction there, slipping as she gave the ball there. I think that took a little bit of pace off the pass there. So we saw in the previous game the other England team, I think it was the Storm, pressing really hard in this sort of area of the field, and it'd be interesting to see if the Mavericks employ the same sort of tactic, which they look like they are.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really putting a lot of pressure on the French team to make it cleanly out of their sub-box, which is great to see from England, and that pressure continues as France drives it across the pitch. That's Leia picking up the ball, trying to make some ground there. Yeah, and you can see that's with the sixth touch there, so nearly got to their line but not quite. Still made it out of their half quite cleanly, France.
Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of a war of attrition in many ways. You know, you're trying to gain field position. Obviously, you want to get to that try line and get the opportunity to score, but it is a little bit of attrition as we see a really good drive from the England 14, Phoebe Simon.
Do we think that's the daughter of Chris Simon?
It could be. We may have got the last one wrong because there's a lot of Simon and Simons around. But Chris, I think this is your daughter.
If not, it's definitely a fine for you if that isn't Chris Simon's daughter.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Long ball out to the wing.
Oh, great defensive touch there by French number 12, Maureen Congemar.
Yeah, I think Maureen's father or somebody in the family is sitting in front of us. She's got a fan club in front of us, that's for sure. Bravo, Maureen. Ball down there by France. This is what they need to not sort of do. They need to get out of their half. Number 2, Annalise Thurley, looking to orchestrate things. Phoebe Simon setting the ball up. Sometimes if there's nothing on, you've got to reset. Short ball wrapper. Oh.
Great catch there by England number 6, Hannah Wilford, on the line, exactly in the right space where she needed to be for that potential try.
Yeah, great catch, but well defended again. So what can England do here? Looking at the short side, trying to take a player on a link channel. Nothing on, back to the middle. Trying to make that defender work. They really are making the France defence go left to right.
Yeah, a lot of lateral ball movement from England here. French defence is crowded in on that corner, so unfortunately the try wasn't possible, but some great ball movement there that we've seen from England.
Yes, a great contest so far.
And also finishing with the ball exactly where you want it to be if you are England, the furthest point away from the French sub-box, making France having to work particularly hard to get the ball up the field and across laterally to be able to sub.
Yeah. Let's see if France can gain field position here, go into their box. Again, lots of pressure from the England midfield there. Running from half. Was that last touch? Sometimes they just set up a scoop, but if it's last touch, nothing on, it's worth just having a go sometimes. You set up a really fast player in your team.
Absolutely, try and get the ball down the pitch as far as you can.
Number 8 for Mavericks, Katie Nicholas coming on. Mimi Taylor-Dean setting things up. Ooh, unlucky. So again, let's see if France can get her out of their half here. Really good pressure by England. Sending 3 players up.
Yeah, they're not leaving France much room to get to their sub-box here. So I think that's third touch. We're not yet at halfway.
Yeah. That's better from France.
That's the scoop we were talking about earlier on, 5th touch.
Opening the ball up. It's final touch again. Where do we go? Crowded out again by England. Good defence, good work by number 4, Mimi Taylor-Dean. England looking to get fresh players on. Here comes number 1, Lauren Fagan. Number 11, was she half? No. Again, nothing on. Defence is set, there's not much you can do there.
Exactly, but quick transition by France, trying to make as much momentum as they can.
got to get a roll on here.
It's really
now
great.
We've got some go forward.
Yeah, and it's really great to see some of the younger female players coming through. As we said yesterday, that French player.
That's great pace, great pace. Number 11 from France. Is she half? She is. Oh! That was Leah Martin Mendez Lopez.
Great run by Leah there.
She looked quick, fair play. Couldn't find another teammate to give the ball to. Again, we've said before, the half in touch can't score. So she broke through, showing amazing pace, but then needs to find another player for them to score. Working hard again, Leah. She called a touch. England managed to get out. Getting a roll on there. Good injection of pace by number 8 there.
It's great to see the movement of the ball from both teams here. The pace of these girls is fantastic, and that's what we were saying yesterday. Brilliant to see how the junior players are coming up through the Open programme now. We're really starting to see that in the pace of the development of the women's game.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good to see. And both teams showing really good energy. Let's hope they can keep this up. Comes last touch again, nothing really on. Looking to open up. Oh, oh, no. It's really difficult to score off last touch if you haven't got any really, momentum. It's so difficult. You've just got to try and almost do a heads up scoop, just try and do something.
Yeah, and we're 12 minutes into this first half. England Mavericks are up 1-0 to France, but the teams are really close. It's a great match to see. Both teams finding it hard to break through the other's defence.
Yeah, nothing in this game. Abigail Wolf working really hard, lots of touches within that set. Yeah, nothing in this game, which is what we want to see. We knew we were going to get a good game here.
We're definitely getting that as France drives the ball up the pitch.
This is way better
Good ground
from France.
remade.
She's looking for a penalty there. The French two. Maya Leidebeur. Did she get it? No, play on. Final touch coming. Scooper coming, number 9. Number 9 looking at the break the England defence, Callum Mayon, but well defended by Mimi Taylor-Dean.
Yeah, England's defence really strong here against the French players that are scooping through.
Oh, lost ball there. Shouts of allez, allez in the crowd. Plenty of French here. Just burning a touch just to get the players on, fresh players into position. What can France do here? England defence looks set. They go in short side. Is a dive coming? Well defended again by England. England 4 again, that's Mimi Taylor-Dean. She's working really hard in defence.
France trying a triangle setup here by the looks of it.
Oh, there's a penalty there.
I think England maybe not moving forward up off the line. I think that's why that penalty was given.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit today, haven't we? That maybe there's a directive here from the refs who are looking at this specifically, to get players off their line, which we've said many times. So again, a repeat set for France. 6 more touches. Oh, another penalty going against England Mavericks here. You've got to be careful. Another one, and they could have a girl go to the bin.
Great defensive touch there by England. Violaine from France is trying to find the gap with a lovely dive.
Yeah, let's see if they mix things up again here. Taking the ball on the link channel. Good, strong touch by England, link. And then France losing the ball. In the end, very well defended by England.
very well defended indeed. Nice valiant attempt in attack by the French players there. What's great to see as part of the women's game development as well is how the ball's moving across the pitch. Every single player utilised. You see that also in the mixed and in the men's, but I think it's really a great feature of the women's game, the level of engagement from each and every player on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely good to see. I think this is obviously England using this as a bit of a development. England not having a mixed category, so to speak, three teams within the women's and the men's. So possibly looking at this as almost like a trial, I suppose. Looking at where they can put players into their mix, into their opens, and men's, women's, etc. So yeah, lots to play for, if you like, for the England players.
Yeah, it's great to see, especially as you were saying, the fact that England have put in teams just in the men's and the women's only is builds a fantastic development path for both the men's and women's sport. Because if you're taking a mixed team, you're probably taking on average maybe 10 male players, 6 female players. You take a women's team, you're taking 16 female players. So it just gives so many more girls the opportunity to play and the experience of those international tournaments that they wouldn't necessarily get elsewhere. So that was a touch then on England player number 1. Great defence by the French team.
Yeah, great defence. But like you said, Jane, this England looking at this as a development. This tournament in general was set up really as a development tournament, I suppose, and each nation is using it in their own way. Whoa, as we see, almost a try there for England.
Yeah, I think it was also set up, bearing in mind we had the World Cup that took place last year, so a lot of resources went into that. But it's great to see the appetite from the teams and the countries that have put in players across the 3 tournaments we've had this summer. So the Atlantic Youth Cup in Limerick, the Seniors Cup in Stirling, and now the Opens Cup here in Calvisano.
Yeah, brilliant to see. Lots of tournaments, lots of play, lots of opportunities for everyone. I remember years ago you'd literally wait, you'd have a World Cup one year. Obviously the Euros were every 2 years, you'd have a World Cup, and you'd have these years where almost not a lot going on really. So, but yeah, the calendar's filling up, I suppose, yeah? Yeah, the calendar is filling up, and I think that's part of the fit tournament development that Chris Simons put in place. So in between the Euros and the World Cup.
Was that
I thought we saw
offside? Offside from the French player, unfortunately. But it does mean that England gets 6 more. Let's see what they can do with this.
I think this is really key now. If England can score again here and pull away. Oh, we've got an overlap on it.
Yeah.
It created a gap really well. Went to the left. French team defending really hard to the left, to their right, and then England changing direction, and yeah, it's very difficult to defend then. Again, what does the winger do? What does the link do? Do they stay out on their men, on their opposite player, or do they come in and the England player just finding a gap between the players? Yeah, that's where the decision making is absolutely crucial. France now trying to come back to see if they can put a score on the board in this first half. Yeah, I think defences have been really good, both defences here. So any score now is like gold. I mean, we're looking at 90 seconds left. Can France come back and sneak this draw? So England coming out through the middle of the field, buddying up, using an extra player. Now they move away to the sideline, to their box, getting fresh players on. Really good set, this one from England. Mavericks. Great defensive set by France as well. You can see how the players are coming up high, trying to put the pressure on the England players as they're subbing on to come across the field. Number 11 breaking away there. 11. Great score by Sophia Gels. Great try. I think a bit of tired legs, but Sophia Gels then coming, literally beating someone for pace, and really good score from England Mavericks. I think we haven't got long left now. I think that probably is the game now, but we've had a really entertaining game here, Jane. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see what both teams can come forward with then in the second half. There's going to be some, I think, useful chats there taking place during half-time. Historically, France is a team that doesn't let up in the second half at all. They've got the fitness, so let's see if they can maintain and pull it back slightly as we enter into the half-time. This is the quick goal. They're all quick girls. What do you mean? They are all quick. They're all quicker than me at the moment, that's for sure. And there goes the the siren. La Sirena, here she comes again, my favourite word. End of the game, and we've got England Mavericks 3 and France 0. But what a game, Jane, what a game we had there.
What a brilliant game indeed.
And we shall see you shortly for the next game.
All right, welcome back to Calvisano, everybody. We're just having a few technical issues here, not related at all to my co-commentator thinking that the match was finished after first half. So we're just going to get the score back up with you in a second, and we'll be right with you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jane. Threw me right under the bus there.
So we've got England Mavericks 3, France 0 at the start of this second half.
Yeah, when you're dealing with technology, you know, it's things just have a habit sometimes of going. But yeah, we're back. We're back live. Thanks for that, Jane.
Back on form. I'll lend you my calculator. It's all right. We'll be sorted for the second half. But as we were saying before, let's see the intensity. Both teams look like they're starting relatively strongly in this second half. So that's a penalty there for France due to what I think was a touch and pass from the England Mavericks.
Yeah, what can go wrong when you're live? You know, I mean, this, you know, anything can happen. At least we're not working with animals. I mean, you know, they always say, you know, don't work with animals and don't work with, what was the other thing? I don't know, something else. But animals was definitely one of them. So we haven't got any animals involved. Although we have got Bongo coming this afternoon again. Bongo is the famous bear that was stolen from the Scottish women. Open 3
we've had
years
some
ago.
mascot stealing already, have we?
Yeah, well, that's a big fine, Jane, isn't it? Really, someone
Huge.
losing that.
Yeah.
So Bongo's been returned. He was on comms yesterday with Hannah Crisp, and apparently Hannah's going to come back up into the box later this afternoon, I think, and is going to give us an update on Bongo.
Great to see. Well, let's hope Bongo's had a little trip around the tents of the other teams on his adventures, and there's some photographic evidence. So maybe we can check in with Hannah about that later.
Yeah, Jane, I think I'll deal. You need to deal the fines with Hannah there. You need to, you know, dish out some fines for Hannah, definitely. So back to the game. We've got 2 minutes played. England Mavericks 3, France 0. Again, the first half was a really, really good half. Very competitive. England pulling away a little bit at the end, but these French girls look really, really good too.
They do indeed. So I know that the mentality in the sub-box is often 0-0 at half-time, just so we can start the second half with a fresh mindset. Let's hope this is what France is doing here now. It certainly looks that way. There's some great movement off the ball, some great pace coming from these French girls.
Yeah, Maeve Manigachi.
Third time lucky.
Why has everyone got really difficult names to say? We haven't had Ivor Jones or anything, you know, this last couple of days. You know, actually, Ivor Jones played for Australia in the World Cup, but the Welsh are gonna claim him as his own. He was a very good player.
Here we go. Okay, that's attempt at an intercept by England number 6 didn't work, so France gets 6 more on their attacking line.
Yeah, what can France do here? The number 9 from France looks like a really key player, Carla Magnon. Oh, great dive, good touch by England 6.
Yeah, Hannah Wilford, great defensive touch there. Unfortunately,
However,
didn't make it. Try was
given.
given, so France gets a score on the board.
France, you're on the board. Très bien, la France.
La France.
La France. Well done, Jane. I was waiting for you to see how I did that one on purpose. Bravo, Jane. Jane, your surname has got a little bit of French about it as well. It could be said in, Jean Blum.
It could be said if you pronounce it with a French accent.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Unfortunately, it's English through and through. Although I do have Belgian nationality, so I can hide behind that
There we are.
from a French-speaking perspective.
So with Brexit now, you've got one foot in the European camp and one in the British camp, UK as well. A bit like me, I suppose. You know, get that second passport. You never know when you need it.
Exactly. Bit of a safety passport there. But no, 17 years in Belgium and have the right to get the nationality. Love the country and love the touch community in that country as well.
Yeah, and they love you as well, Jane.
I think you've been speaking to some of the Belgian players here.
Yeah, Jane, you're a legend in Belgium, you know.
Legend's a strong word, let's put it that way. But
well, strong word, but sometimes things need to be said.
As we get France, how great momentum they're driving up the pitch to get to their attacking line. So that's Violaine number 10 from France.
Yeah, really
touch.
good driving by France.
Seems like France has really found their feet at the start of this second half.
That was Maya Leidebeur.
Number 2 from France.
France look like they've stepped up slightly in this half, which is good to see for the competitiveness of this game.
Yeah, they're not giving up. They're giving it all in their defence. And as we said yesterday, this is the point at which in the game his legs can start to feel a little bit tired, but we're not seeing that from either of these women's teams here.
No, they're very strong. I'm sure these have all got really good conditioning. England scooping through. Number 14, Phoebe Simon. Great touch again by France.
Great touch, and it shows the dynamism and the physicality that we're starting to see, well, that has been developing over recent years in the women's game as well. It's really exciting, fast-paced to watch some of these women play.
Yeah, absolutely. The game's come on a long way. It's not just the tactics and the play that you see. You know, it's the skill level. It's the level of fitness. Which, if you haven't played this sport before, it's I mean, it does look fast, but when you're on the field, if you were out there right now, you wouldn't believe just how fast it is.
Yeah, and a lot of it goes into the fitness and the preparation that takes place before these tournaments as well.
Yeah, I don't miss that. Well, I'm still playing, but don't need to do the fitness that some of these are doing now. A Bronco.
You said you couldn't
again.
keep up with some of the open categories here.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm certainly not saying I can keep up with any of these. That's for sure.
Sorry, we won't reveal your age on the live stream.
No. Oh, what a great pass! Great pass left to right there. England nearly scoring the corner, but again, really good defence by France.
Just shows how closely matched these two teams are.
Yeah, they really are. There's nothing in this. It's 2 tries, but again, a next score by France, and who never know. Number 13 by England, working really hard in defence there, Ella Loveridge.
Against France, number 2, Leia.
Yeah, she's definitely got pace. France number 2, Maya Lebedeux.
Sorry, no, that's France number 11, Leia Martin Mendez Lopez there, that we just had the pace that we were talking about.
Well done, Jane. You're keeping you on your toes. That's good. Yeah, France defending really hard. They certainly look like they've stepped up here, but yeah, good play here by Sophia Gels.
Yeah, quite hard for England to break through here.
Oh, there's the wrap, 32 with a wrap around.
Touch
Great
called.
touch.
Great defence by France.
Yeah, Emily no, it was Julie Baccaro. Again, really good defending. Loving how competitive this game is.
Absolutely.
We were saying at half-time, Jane, that obviously the England teams, each of them, the Mavericks, the Storm and the Phoenix, in all categories are strong. Obviously they brought just the men's and women's, but really strong across the board. It would be nice to see some sort of competition with another side like France here. It's so good to see. You don't want to, we want to see a game where there's nations competing. It's not just the same teams all the time. Nothing against England, obviously, but it is really good to see really good competitive matches across the board.
Yeah, it's also great for the development of touch in the different countries as well. The opportunity to play against teams that you wouldn't usually play against. I mean, I think most of these teams maybe meet once a year, maybe some friendly matches in between. But wonderful to see how this comes together in these international tournaments. And as we were saying in the first half, there are more opportunities to play such tournaments, especially in between the Euros and the World Cup now. We've got these Opens and the Seniors that took place this summer. There's other international tournaments planned for 2027 before the World Cup in 28. So I think Chris and Fid are doing a great job in terms of giving more playing opportunities to those players.
Yeah, so many opportunities now. I mean, you could really play all year round in every year. There's so many things going on across. We've seen people. I know a lot of the Italian guys went over to Australia and played in the State Cup, and that would never have happened. Obviously, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So players are looking for opportunities to play as much touch as they can and learn really.
Yeah, it's great to see the touch world growing so quickly and becoming smaller, as you said, with players travelling to different countries for those opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Wrap around there, number 7, England. But again, really good defence. The idea with touch, you're trying to work the defence, move them around, make them go from left to right, right to left, and looking for those gaps. Nothing on there for the last touch there by England. Give the ball up and try and defend really hard.
Yeah, make France work it by leaving the ball on the opposite side of the pitch to their sub-box.
Yeah, exactly. It's great tactics. Hard touch there by England. Again, referee's discretion, but penalty given against England there. France another set of 6.
Great clean driving there by France, gaining ground up the pitch.
Coming into the red zone here, what can France do? Oh, no touch given. Scoop there by number 9, Calvisano. I think a touch was given before that. Perhaps she was given as half.
France have definitely entered this second half now. We're halfway through the second half, still keeping up that pace and that energy, determined to try and equalise this match if they can.
Oh, good work there. Good work there by France. Marianne Roche. See, that is one player coming in and giving loads of pressure, then it puts the whole team under pressure, and then they turn over the ball again. Absolutely.
Now France have got a chance to get up the pitch, see if they can reach their attacking line as we get new players on.
Yeah, what can they do here? Can they narrow this gap to 1 score? Moving into the centre of the field. Ball back. Oh, well defended again. Well defended, England Mavericks.
See just how close the mids and links have to stay in defence to be able to keep that ball out.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, what's been given here? England turned over the ball again.
Penalty for France.
So this is crucial now. I think France need to get on the scoreboard again here. Leia with the ball. She looks really quick. Again, trying to go in between the two girls.
Yeah, England defence quite tightly focused now in the middle.
Looking to set something up again. Same play.
Great England defence here. France can now try and work the ball out, get it to the links maybe a little bit. They might see those gaps opening up.
Yeah. I think need to mix things up a little bit here. There's a backdoor runner come in, go in the opposite way. Oh, it's well set up. Good touch though by number 14, Phoebe Simon. Chris, you can take that fine away from her earlier when she's got caught as half. So she's made up for it there. Yeah, England defended really well there. Breaking back out now past the halfway line. Sophia Jelfs looking to set a scoop up. Nope. Off the mark. Yeah, a lot of teams will look at, obviously, one important thing is being aware of the try count, the touch count. So often you see teams putting the ball down and not realising it's the last touch, etc. But these teams at this level, they're all aware of what the try count is, and the idea there is to trying to set up a scooper on the 5th touch and get the right players in the right position ready for that final play.
Yeah, as we've just seen, number 10, Willem from France scoops through. Unfortunately, couldn't quite make it. It's that 6th touch and turnover again to England. Feels like both teams are getting an equal share of the ball in this match. And as we said in the first half, very hard to break through their defence. Both teams are holding up well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. England coming back out past halfway. Still plenty of energy in both teams. Again, looking to set something up here, Scooper. It's the last touch. Great hands, no.
Great defence by French number 6, Annabelle Payet on the line.
Not seeing any of these girls, blowing hard at the moment. They all look like they got still plenty of energy. France again bringing the ball back up to halfway. England still defending hard. Looking to set something up in midfield. Final touch, same thing, scoop up. Calvisano. Not quite through. We've seen this in the last few sets from both teams, that they haven't quite managed to get enough touches on the opposition line, and they've literally just been trying to set up a scooper.
If you can scoop and break through that line, then normally you're onto a winner. But as we're seeing here, the defence going into the sub-box for each side makes it really hard to gain that ground. It's very effective defensive touches.
Yeah, final touch here. Really good defence by France. It's England still in their own half. Again, all he can do is set up a scooper and try and hope for the best. But again, really good defence by both teams. France with a bit better field position here. So what can he do here? 2 touches gone.
Yeah, especially they need to get those players on quickly. There we go. It's touch number 3. But they have made it across halfway.
Okay, you're going to set up here. This is where they need to set up. Forcing the pass slightly. I think you can see what the girls are doing. They're trying to set up the right girl to take the ball in for the right scooper to come in afterwards. But yeah, it's very difficult under pressure like that.
Yeah, especially when you're just subbing on, trying to keep your head up, see what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, another one off the mark, was it? Yeah. So again, good field position by France. So this is where they could really set something up on the line there. 2 touches gone. There's Leah and Bluen-Levick trying to set something up here. What can they do? Number 16 coming inside. And she scores.
Pauline Guillenva from France scores on
I'm
the
glad
line.
you said that one, Jane, not me.
I don't know if I've got it right. That was a great try from France. If I'm not mistaken, the link coming round, spotting that gap and exploiting that gap to score that try. So England Mavericks 3, France 2, just under 4 minutes left in this second half.
Yeah, really, really good, sensible play by France. You know, they tried the same thing a couple of times and then you've got to mix things up and yeah, really good play back inside the number 16, Pauline.
That would have added some momentum into the French game as well. You can see they're now putting a lot more pressure in defence, trying to stop England from reaching the attacking line.
Yeah, so we've got a 1-point game, guys, and it's 3 minutes left.
Thought it was going to be a tight game. It's certainly that.
Absolutely. England going open. Do they have a player over?
Touch
Great
made.
dive from the defence as well. What's the decision here by the refs? Oh, he's given a try. Great pass out there to the winger.
England pull away just one more now. 4 to the England Mavericks and 2 to France. France got under 3 minutes left to bring this back. Do we think they can make it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, anything can happen. It is time. We can see France can score, and it's you know, anything can happen. But that was crucial. I mean, straight away responding like that. Yeah, France look like they're really looking for this now. The
Again,
number 16, Pauline,
coming
back
around,
into it.
trying to create those gaps.
Stretching the play. Great cover by England. Moving the England defence though. We are set up in the middle. Here it comes Carla Mayon. Again, looking for a long ball. Great dive, but well defended.
Great dive again, utilising every player in that attack by the French team.
England Mavericks now with the ball. Taking a little bit of pace off, I think. Just keeping hold of the ball, making sure they make no mistakes. They don't want to turn over the ball again here. Ooh, look a bit forward. Yeah, that's really good play by England. Final touch coming. Here comes the scooper. France players offside. Half looking for the... Oh! That's a lung buster as well. Fair play. Pauline Guillenva. How you say it, Jane?
Guillenva.
That's the one. Guillenva really worked hard there to get back. The first time we've seen any players with their hands on their knees, they look really tired.
I'm not surprised. It's getting warmer out here in Calvisano, and we've got under 1 minute left of this second half. Both teams fighting right until the very end.
Yeah.
It's been a fantastic match to watch.
All right, Leah coming on again. Final touch, just looking for the scoop. See some England players with hands on knees. 30 seconds left now. Yeah, we've been treated to a few good games today, Jane. Really close, competitive games, which is exactly what we want.
Exactly. It just shows how the development of the game is coming across a number of European countries.
Yeah, I noticed Wales obviously are not here. Wales looking at maybe having an off year with important things coming next year, but each nation taking it as they what's best for them, really. So that is La Sirena And we have a final score at the Women's Open category. We have England Mavericks 4 and France 2. Really good game, Jane.
Brilliant.
A bientôt. Not really sure what I mean.